Welcome to E-commerce News Network. Let's see what we have for you today. Remember the Jetsons, flying cars, jetpacks, microwaves, all those things that we thought was just science fiction? Well, anyway, it's all coming true. So let's look at the e-commerce world in 2020 and beyond. By 2020, Amazon is likely to dominate our lives even more than it does now. But they've already begun to open brick and mortar bookstores, as well as a few Amazon Go grocery stores. Amazon Go is a grocery store without grocers. It's worth thinking about the development of groceries. I remember when I was a kid, we used to go to the grocery store and you go in there and the guy would be behind the counter and you'd have the list and he would just go away and get what you wanted. Remember those days? In fact, you wouldn't even have packets sometimes of sugar and flour and things like that. He would just measure it out, put it in a little bag, and that's how you'd get it. And then way back about 100 years ago, in fact almost exactly 100 years ago, a gentleman by the name of Clarence Saunders realized that if you had all the goods lined up in a row and people just went down the aisles, they would not only buy things on the list, they would see things and think, I might have that, I might have that. And the supermarket was born and suddenly profits went through the roof. It was about 20 years after that that another gentleman, Clarence Saunders owned some stores called, what were they called? I forget, but Piggly Wiggly. And then this other chap whose name was Sylvan Goldman, he came up with the idea of the shopping cart. He had a bunch of stores called Humpty Dumpty. And the shopping cart, of course, allowed people to buy even more things at the supermarket. And that's where we're at now. Of course, who would ever have dreamed that we'd be checking ourselves out at the supermarket as we do now in some of the stores? Well, the next thing is to have transactions via apps and sensors. I guess as you walk down the aisle, as you put something in your cart, bang, it's automatically there. It's called frictionless paying, and it's likely to become the way that we shop offline in the future. See, we've already become used to a world of instant gratification. That's what we want now. We see something, we want it right now. On-demand shipping is starting to happen, where your order can be delivered to you in 30 minutes or less via a drone. And in fact, a lot of restaurants are starting to do the same thing. I mean, that's a natural, isn't it? You order food, bang, the drone arrives on your doorstep, it's delivered. There's your sweet and sour pork. To make in-store shopping easier, the next logical step would be to have those products ready to test and hopefully purchase once they get to a store. And they're going to be able to just test them, because that, as we'll see in future episodes, is a major part of the buying process. Augmented reality. We're already seeing for a long time augmented reality, where you can actually see what something is going to look like. We've been able to do it with home decorating for a long time, where you can get an image of your house and you can put different wallpapers on the wall and see what it is. It's going to improve the way we shop online, and it will cut down on the need for trips to the showroom for products we currently don't feel comfortable buying online. A lot of people are comfortable buying clothes online. I tend not to do them, particularly shoes. I like to try them out first and see what they feel like. But in the future, loading your body measurements, especially if you've got a strange body, I suppose, will allow you to try on clothes virtually, cutting down on the wasted time and disappointment of buying things online, and you get them and they claim to be your size, but they don't happen to be your size. Technology is driving everything, and it's driving commerce. And in the near future, e-commerce will have more than a few unexpected tricks up their sleeves. So shopping, e-commerce, shopping, that's what it really is, isn't it? And there's so many developments happening. What else have we got? Just very quickly, people think that with online shopping and online commerce that we're losing jobs. We're not. We've covered this in an earlier episode. This is in Dublin and Cork, Ireland. Beautiful place. I've been to both of those places. Cork is delightful. An online commerce company has announced plans to create 250 jobs over the next 3 years, with the majority to be based at its global headquarters in Dublin. eShop World makes software that enables retailers selling in more than one country to tailor their website for customers in different markets. They launched in 2010. They've grown from a staff of 6 to 150 today. That's in just 7 years. and they're going to increase to 400 staff by 2019, including 80 jobs added just last year. So it's not taking away jobs. We've covered this before, I think, too, with grocery stores. It's adding a tremendous amount of jobs. And these positions are full-time, highly skilled roles focused on technical development and R&D, research and development activity. It's all good. Jobs, the future, shopping, e-commerce, developments, the Jetsons. We're getting there, folks. We'll see you soon. That's all we have for today. Thanks for joining us at eCommerce News Network. Thank you.